Hi Year 2, Miss Wilson again for Maths today. Well done on your work yesterday. I'm so impressed at how quickly you are picking this up. Today is Tuesday the 12th of January 2021. As always, make sure you've done the flashback 4 before you watch this video. And today we're going to practice representing equal groups. So first of all, we're going to recap what we already know about equal groups. And then we're going to look at some new representations of equal groups. Now, the word representations, that just means different ways of showing things. And I'll show you what I mean. Then you are going to have a go at drawing your own equal groups. So you need your home learning book and pencil ready for this lesson, as I'm going to ask you to write a few things down. Here I've made some potato prints and I want to split them into equal groups. There are lots of different ways I can do this. How many have I got all together? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 stars and I want to split them into equal groups. So I'll show you the way I've done it and then we'll see if there was another way. So here we go. I've made some equal groups. How many groups have I made? I've made 4 equal groups. Let's just check they're equal. I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 stars in each group, which means there are 4 groups of 3. So just like we have been doing all of last week and this week, I've split it into equal groups. But there was more than one way I could have done that. The number 12 can be split into more than just that number. Let's have a look. So here I've managed to split them into equal groups of 1, 2. I've split them into group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 2. Down here I've split them into 1, 2 equal groups with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each group. But that's not all. Up here I have split it into 4 equal groups with 1, 2, 3 in each group. And down here, I have split it into 1, 2, 3 groups with 1, 2, 3, 4 in each group. So I just wanted to do that to show you that sometimes there is more than one right answer. As yesterday, I know some of you were finding different ways to make the groups, and that is absolutely fine. So please don't worry, sometimes there's more than one right answer. Okay, here I've got a boat with some children in it. This is a different representation of an equal group. Rather than just having a circle with some dots in it, I've shown you the group as a picture. So I have one group, which is my boat. There is one group, and that's my boat. And inside my group, I have 1, 2, 3 children. There is one group of 3. So just because instead of it being a circle with some dots in it, it is still an equal group. What about now? These two pictures look a bit different, don't they? They're different coloured boats. They've got different people in them. But the boats are still groups and the children are still the objects. So I've got 1, 2 groups and I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 people in each. So it doesn't matter that they look different. They are still equal groups. Let's try and fill our sentence in. There are, shout it out at me, how many equal groups did we say? There are 2 equal groups of children. How many are in each group? How many children are in one boat? There are 3 in each group, which means there are 2 groups of 3. So it doesn't matter that it's not just a circle with dots in, they're still equal groups, just like we've been doing all week. Oh, now it's your turn. So get your home learning book and pencil ready. I want you to fill in these sentences. So let's do the first one together. There are equal groups of, and then what have we got groups of? So there are, well, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 boats. And remember, the boats are the groups. So there are 4 equal groups of children. So I want you to press pause now and fill in the rest of the sentence. So how many are in each group? And there are groups of. Pause now. Excellent. Let's see what you've got. So we worked out there were 4 equal groups, and there are, let's check they're all the same. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 in each group. That means there are 4 groups of 3. My first number, 4, is the number of groups. My second number, 3, is the number of children, the number of things in my group. So let's have a think about that. Which sentence correctly describes the picture? So we've got boats again with children. Remember, they are our equal groups. So I want you to decide, are there 6 equal groups or are there 3 equal groups? Show me with your fingers, are there 6 equal groups or are there 3 equal groups? Hopefully you're holding up 6 fingers. Let's see why that's the right answer. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boats, 6 groups. There are 6 equal groups. If you held up 3, I think what you may have done is counted the children and counted there are 1, 2, 3 children in a boat. But remember, that's how many are in each group, not how many groups there are. Well done, everyone. Oh, it's changed now. The children aren't in boats. They're in bumper cars. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where the children are. They could be in bumper cars. They could be in space. They could be in a swimming pool. They could be at a school. It doesn't matter where they are. They're still in groups. So, true or false? There are 2 groups of 6. I want you to pause and write down in your home learning book, what do you think? Is that true? Is it right? Or is it false? Is it wrong? There are 2 groups of 6. Pause here. Okay, let's work it out. This person thinks there are 2 groups of 6. Well, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups, not 2 groups. And there are 1, 2 children in each bumper car. So I think there are 6 groups of 2, not 2 groups of 6. So this person has got their numbers the wrong way round. That's why it's important to make sure those numbers are going in the right order. So that is not true. We know there are 6 groups of 2. Well done, everybody. You are getting so good at this. So what I would like you to do now is you are going to have a go at drawing equal groups, but not just drawing a circle with a dot in it. We're going to draw them as ice creams. So this question says, complete the drawing. I have 4 groups of 3. So here I can see my ice cream is 1 group, and I have 1, 2, 3 scoops of ice cream, lucky me. So I've got 1 group of 3. If I draw another ice cream, I've got 1, 2 groups of 3. Pause here and draw in your home learning book how you can make that 4 groups of 3. Okay, everybody, I hope what you've done in your book is you have drawn 2 more ice cream cones to make me 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3 with 3 scoops of ice cream on top of each one. On Google Classrooms, you will find some more sentences telling you equal groups, and I want you in your books to draw the ice creams of it. There is a challenge if you finish with the ice creams to come up with your own picture to represent groups. So you could do groups of dogs in kennels, you could do groups of astronauts in space, you could do groups of worms in the mud, whatever you want. And if you're finding the drawing the ice creams a little bit tricky, click on the enable task where you can make it as concrete objects instead. Well done, everybody, and I can't wait to see your creative drawing ideas.